Sam, do you like the cookies?
I love them.
You hear that, Mimi? It's a big hit with the roommates. That plate's gonna be gone in like a day. Hannah and I are gonna go get her car back because she's tired of the clown car. And Sam keeps squirting me with the squirt gun, which is meant for Penny, not for humans. Just got Hannah's car back, and she is returning the little clown car. And I'm sure she's gonna be so happy to have her Bluetooth back, because she listens to her iPod in this car. In the other car, she'll listen to the radio. And we missed you so much, Cleo. I wonder how many cars Cleo will come with us. There's Hanny. So it is about 3:30, and I'm making sure to drink lots of water because I'm doing my 3-mile run again today. And I don't want to injure myself or get dehydrated. I was thinking the vlogs have been kind of short the past couple of days, and I usually don't film when I'm doing work like in the middle of the day, but I thought that I could at least tell you guys kind of what I do each day when I don't film it. It's just not interesting things to film like visually, or just like, I don't know, I don't film it. I usually film when my roommates are here or when I'm doing something outside of the house. But I thought I could just give you a rundown on what's going on in those missing hours. I have a ton of these notebooks, and I love them because they're the perfect size and they're just lined paper. And every morning I get up and I make a list of everything that I need to do. And at the top of the list, it's always something like upload the vlog. And I do that in the morning, and that takes a little bit of time. And then I usually edit also in the morning. Sometimes I do it the night before if I know I'm gonna have to be somewhere early, but I normally edit in the morning. And then I email or work on videos from companies that have sent me products that they'd like me to review or try, or clothes or things like that. So that's pretty cool. I've talked to some cool companies about some interesting products that they have. I only like to review or use things that I actually would use or like. But so I email them and work, like write out videos if I'm going to make a review or anything like that. And then I mail out tote bags, Lady Dottie tote bags. I go to the post office and mail orders that have come in. And then let's see. And then I work on one of my 3 videos that I upload on my Datev Gallagher channel for the week. And that usually takes most of the day. Like, for example, Food with Dottie, I go grocery shopping, and then usually I have to film it all by myself. Kevin was helping me there for a little bit, but now that he has a job, he can't help me. So that does become a little more time consuming than it should be, because I'm setting up all the shots and acting in them as well. But I do those 3 videos a week on my Datev Gallagher channel, so each of those 3 days that I'm working on that takes up most of my day. And then I try to work out every other day, and that takes about an hour and a half. And I also like to read a little bit every day, write, draw, and learn about movies, whether that's watching movies or reading about them. And then I have my goals for June to July, and I work on them a little bit each day. One of them is I would like to, now that we have the new YouTube layout, it gives you the ability to put a trailer for your channel on there. So I thought it'd be really cool to have a trailer for my vlogging channel and also for my Datev Gallagher channel. So I've been writing and working on those. I'm working on a new t-shirt design, and I am working on a song that I'm writing. And so I work on all of that kind of stuff all day long. And I've gotten some comments, most of them are from like trolls and stuff, but for those of you who aren't trolls, I think you're probably curious about it too. Some of you have been wondering, like, what have I done to further or to chase my dream of becoming a filmmaker? And the thing is, my dream hasn't changed, but like my idea of what a filmmaker is has changed, or how I can be fulfilled as a filmmaker. At this point, like in my 20s at least, it is not important to me at all to be making Hollywood movies or even necessarily independent film, like feature-length films. That is something I might want to do in the more distant future. But I do like making short films a lot. I have not been able to have a single moment to work on something like that. It's always hard to explain like exactly what I do all day, but I research videos and I try to improve my YouTube channels as much as possible because that has become my job now. So I'm trying to do the best job that I can, because if I can make this a pretty steady career for myself at this point, I'll be able to write and work on movies as much as I want. But I'm kind of sacrificing my creative side, or my more like the side of me that would be working on films, to work on my YouTube videos, which is still satisfying because they're creative and I get to make videos. but I'm just focusing on that right now, and I may be doing that for the next year or so. Maybe I can make some super short films next year, but I've just kind of put that on hold for now. I have not given up on my dream at all. I actually feel really special to have come across such an awesome, cool way for me to make a living and for me to express myself. And so I'm totally fine with just focusing on YouTube for right now. And I absolutely love vlogging. Like, it's hard sometimes, but I love being able to go back and just look at where I've come from and what I'm doing, and I've learned so much about myself. And so I really want to invest more time in the actual vlogging part, which I never thought I'd get that into. I actually want to purchase, like I talked to you guys, the Nikon 1 camera. I think I'm going to get it. And I like it because it's somewhere in between my big Canon, my 7D, and then my little vlogging camera as far as quality. But I want to make my vlogs more beautiful. Like, there are a lot of vloggers, and like, I'm not really the type that's like, it's not all about my personality, or I'm not funny, I'm not like really in your face or anything like that. I really like being behind the camera, so I think having a higher quality vlogging camera is going to be great for me, because I like to observe and show you guys what's going on around my life. Also, I'm going to be ranting for a while, so if you guys want to skip this part, you totally can. So yeah, that's kind of what I do in those missing hours that you don't see. And I do consider myself a filmmaker still, even though I haven't made a film per se. If you guys know people like Casey Neistat and other people, I consider them amazing filmmakers, but they make short videos on YouTube and other types of videos, and I think they're really creative and amazing. And while I'm in my 20s, I want to focus on things like that. Plus, I feel young and inexperienced, and I like kind of just soaking up life around me so that I can, when I do write movies, that I kind of have some wisdom. And I do to some extent, but I'm really young, and I think I have a lot to learn and experience to really write something really relevant and rich. So I'm just absorbing everything right now, and every day I write down tons of ideas and tons of just kind of anecdotes and little things that I notice from my day, and I keep it all in one notebook, and I plan on putting all of that stuff towards some kind of script in the future. But yeah, and also, so what I'm trying to do, like, for this next couple, maybe 5 years, is just experience as much as possible, and just to enjoy life, because I got to this point in film school at my senior year where I could, when it came to making my thesis film, I could not come up with an idea, and I hated every idea that I had, and I hated it because I feel really creative usually, and I always have too many ideas. And for the first time, I was so dry, and I had such a writer's block, and I hated it. And I think the reason was because I'd been in film school for so long, and I'd only been watching movies and hearing other people's movie ideas, and I had not gotten out of school very much. I was all summer I was spending working on movies, and I hadn't been out adventuring and traveling and exploring and meeting new people, and those are the types of things that inspire you to write things. So I'm just trying to spend the next couple years of my life doing stuff like that, because there will come a time where I become an adult and I get married and I have kids and stuff, and I'll be spending more time at home and I'll be able to write. This is the time that I have to go out and soak things up and make memories and experience things that I can write about. So that's just what I'm trying to do with my life right now. And yeah, that was an 8-minute rant. And you guys are going to look at the vlog and say, oh my god, it's so long, this is going to be such an interesting vlog. It's going to be a third of it is going to be me talking to you on the camera. But I hope that explained something for you guys. I hope it was helpful a little bit. Look at that. That is the exact same time I got yesterday when running. It's nuts. So yeah, just went for a run, got the exact same time. Except this time, I had to run so fast to make, I told you there's no way I was going to let myself run slower than I did last time. So I had to run so fast in the last 0.3 miles to at least make the same time I got last time. So I got the exact same one, and I'm exhausted. I was having a hard time running today because it was so hot out. It was as hot as Florida weather, and I'm not complaining. I really like it. Look away if you're squeamish, but look what happened to my foot. Got a crazy blister from running. I've noticed that my arms get really tired from carrying my iPod now that I'm running longer distances. Before, if I was just running 2 miles, it wouldn't even start hurting at all, but now I'm running 3. My arm starts getting really sore. But now I'm really sweaty, and I have a ton of laundry to do. And the roomies are napping, so I don't want to wake them up. We might start making dinner because I am so hungry. Look who decided to take a little nap on me. A Penny? Can you hear how loud she's purring? You fall asleep? I've decided that lately I've strayed away from my doodling that I normally do. I used to doodle all the time, and I decided I should do a little piece of artwork each day. You guys probably saw this one from Instagram. Did that yesterday. Bare Buns. Working on a Bixby Films drawing right now. There's James's dreads.
Listen closely, cause this is the truth. 'Cause California, oh California is waiting for you. California is waiting for you. California is waiting for you. California is waiting for